broadcasting. I wasn't expecting you quite so early, but nevertheless, it's fine. Do come on in. Do come on in. I was just getting my hair done by my turbolator from the 1940s. It's a gem. It's a gem. I cannot be without it. But anyways, I am Starlight reporter from Vintage Allies Variety Broadcasting, www.vintageallies.com. And you've caught me here. I am sitting in front of my Singer sewing machine, and I'm preparing to hem up some frocks for an event. It's our annual gathering, and our first, mind you, inaugural annual gathering of Vintage Allies. And what we're doing is a red carpet welcome. We're having guests come from all over the world. We're having book signings, red carpet paparazzi, and it's going to be magnificent. But so that's what I'm with Mr. Singer today. But in between, I'm reading Charles Lindbergh's marvelous, marvelous magazine. Well, a great little read. I should not call it a magazine. Norman Rockwell, a very famous artist who illustrated a great many Saturday Evening Posts, which are fantastic. So I was checking up with Norman Rockwell, and well, I'll show you what else you might see if you come to the Vintage Allies gathering. By the way, a Christmas tree topper ornament from the 1940s. But here in this bandbox, I have tons of hats, darlings, that you may find appealing. And when we have our gathering, we're asking everyone to come in an era which they have a particular passion for. Perhaps it's the 1920s, the Jazz Age, the Roaring Twenties, you know, whatever era you find most enchanting. We will have representatives from each era. We'll have booths set aside. We'll have etiquette and fashion. We'll have artists, pin-up artists. We'll have automobiles and spindles with uplights and downlights and lowlights and love lights. But anyways, hats. I love hats. I'm hoping they come back, and I'm hoping that all of our guests will wear them. And a lovely beret type hat here. And it's my favorite. And look at this. A hat with an alluring lace. What could be more intriguing than a beautiful woman in a lace-covered cap? Well, let's put these back right now and talk a bit more about Vintage Allies. We must be careful. We have to take care of these. Also, you might notice that here we have my luggage. It's got my initials on, Starlight Reporter, and these pieces of luggage have traveled all over the world as I do my reports, and I interview people from every walk of life, and I think it's so intriguing, bother, to just get to meet people. And we have an amazing crew of reporters that work for Vintage Allies, and hopefully several of those will be there that you'll be able to meet, and you'll be able to come to our book signings. And and food. There is food from every era, and some of the best chefs. We have cookbook authors. Oh, it's going to be darling. But speaking of food, I'm getting thirsty. And you know what? I'd like to invite you for a cup of tea. So I'll tell you what. How about you come over here with me, and we'll get out the fine china. And I'd like to know, darlings, how many teaspoons and 1 or 2 of sugar.